What up? Back with another episode, Harkham Holistic Ride Along Vlog. It is a Wednesday morning, it's like 8:45. I'm headed over to the cafe. Of course, I'm going to stop past the Juice Kitchen first. I'm Quintel Harkham, founder of Good Part and Company, plant-based health cafe and juice bar, founder of Harkham Holistic, plant-based wellness coaching, holistic lifestyle design. That's what I like to say, like holistic lifestyle design. But anyway, so today, feeling pretty good, and I just want to talk about keeping up my momentum. So you gotta do things to get yourself momentum, right? And what I decided I was going to do is, my lady and I went on a little vacation at the end of July. Coming into August, I said I'm not drinking again until my birthday. I don't really drink much, and I don't really drink socially because I don't do a lot of social things. So really just my lady and I have drinks when we go out for dinner and stuff like that, or we'll have wine or something at home. And drinking at home can be dangerous because you're chilling, you're in a safe environment, you get comfortable, and you could have one too many. For she and I, that's like 2 drinks. But having any kind of drinks on a work night, which for me every night is a work night, it delays my body too much. So it either makes me sleepy in the late evening, or it makes me feel a little bit slow when I wake up. So I'm not hungover, but I feel a little bit delayed, and I can't afford to be losing time like that. So I said I'm not drinking again to my birthday, and the reason why, one, I want to feel my body at peak physical condition so that I can have the energy and stamina and endurance I need to ramp things up at the Good Part Cafe for the beginning of the school year. So all of the freshmen have moved back on campus. We're back busy again. We get back to the money, right? Next Monday, the school starts full time, so everybody will be there. I have 2 new hires. I might be bringing on a 3rd one, so I got to be training and I got to get everybody up to par where they need to be. I'm giving myself by the 2nd week of September. They're not going to be super fast, but they just need to be super good and proficient. That way, it can give me time to get out of the cafe and work on business and stuff like that. Work on the business and not in the business. But right now, I need that energy to work in the business, to do the training, to be thorough. And that's what you got to do. So you got to find ways to gain momentum. One of the best ways to gain momentum is to cut the fat, trim the fat. That's what drinking is, trimming the fat. Like literally, I already lost 4 pounds. That's partially because I do fasting and I've been going hard, exercising and stuff. But trim the fat, right? You got to cut anchors, right? In order for a big ship to sail, you got to raise the anchor, right? Or you got to let go some of the cargo, right? Get some of the cargo off board so the ship can go faster. And so that's what I'm doing. I cut out the drinking. Now I can go faster. Now, and then another thing about a ship is you got to set your course, right? The whole time, the only reason the ships have the big steering things is so they can stay on course, right? So I know what my course is. I got my compass. It's pointing in one direction. Get good part up to where it needs to be. Get the training, the new trainees up to where they need to be. That's the direction I'm going in. I need to be light. I need to be mobile. I need to have energy so I can always course correct. Like today is a prime example of me course correcting. I'm driving, so I can't show you, but we got cheat sheets in the cafe for the smoothies and bowl recipes, right? Smoothie recipes specifically, it's on one sheet, and it's like 6 smoothies, 2, and then 2 more over here. So it's 8 smoothies total, but they're on an 8 by 11.5 sheet, or 8.5 by 11 sheet. That's too small to put all those on there. Plus, it's 2 sizes for each smoothie, and it just clicked. Like I always got to troubleshoot, revise, right, and make things better, and it clicked. I need to print these the long way and just use multiple sheets because I have my own laminator now. I can just print as many as whatever I want, laminate it, throw it up, right? So I reprinted the cheat sheets. I reprinted the cheat sheets the long way because I was noticing that the new staff got to kind of strain and look over, and they already extra cautious about how to make the recipe. So let me support them better by making it much more visible. And it's all about my role as a entrepreneur though is to serve whoever my customers are, but also to serve my staff, right? So let me make it easier for them. So I reprinted it out, right? And that's just like, once I get momentum, I can see things, I can be faster, I can be nimble, I can make those changes as needed. and that's going to serve them better. So within the next 2 weeks, like, you gotta imagine, every time they make a smoothie, until they memorize the recipe, they gotta keep looking at the cheat sheet, like this. So I like, let me just make it this big, post them, boom, boom. Now they can just look straight and see it, right? Because that right there, every 10, 15 seconds, that's taken. You do that 4 times in a recipe, and there's 6 ingredients. That's 4 times 6 times 15 seconds each. That's a minute and a half off our time. And we're trying to get it out in 5 minutes. So now if everything takes 6 to 7 minutes, it's just delayed. And that 2 minutes means that when we got 10 people, you're looking at an extra 20 minutes of service. So, you gotta think, that's how you gotta think about these things. And that was really, really starting to click. Like, everything is math, everything is science, but you don't really gotta get that granular into the details. But when you know. And I can see it. I can see how cautious my new employees are. They are thorough, which I appreciate. They don't want to make mistakes, but it's okay. But if they need that support right there, then that's my job. Let me make it happen for them, right? So because my mind is more clear. Like last night, I went out with one of my best friends. I'm gonna talk about that in a second. And I was just able to talk with him about a lot of the things. Like he lived in New York, so he came home, handled some business, and I was just able to talk with him about a lot of stuff in the business. And it's just helping me really realize and see how much momentum I've gained over the last 23 days and not having any drinks. So gaining that momentum, staying focused, tackling the one thing every day. I gotta be knocking out one thing that get us closer to making the juice bar, making Good Part and Company more efficient, right? That's festival. All those days prepping for the festival really slowed us down. I can't lie, it slowed me down. That shit really got in the way. But it was a good learning experience. It got me hustling, got me back in the flow, working the juice kitchen and stuff like that. And so I cut the weight by drinking, lined up my goals, set my compass, right? Know which direction to go. I know I gotta update all the menus. I know that I need to make things more clear and efficient for the cafe, for the staff, but more clear for all of these new students that's gonna come, because all they're gonna do is ask a bunch of questions, which rightfully so. They don't know. It's their first time being in the cafe. But my whole point is, do the things that you need to do to give yourself momentum, right? It's a thing called escape velocity, where you need to build up enough energy to get yourself, where a ship that's going into outer space needs to have enough force to break the atmosphere of the earth to get out into space, right? And we all need that. You need escape velocity to launch a business. That's what it is. Escape velocity gives you the ability to actually launch out into the atmosphere that you want to be in. And you need momentum sometimes for that. You can't just launch off the ground. Sometimes you got to gain momentum, take some slow steps, build up, get faster and faster. And that's how I feel now, rolling into year 2 of our contract with Johns Hopkins. It's our second school year. We completed one full school year, and so I didn't give myself momentum to get into going in the school year. That way I can have a lot of things handled on the business side. I got to refine some actual business numbers on the back end, because I'm trying to have the cafe clicking so that I can expand. It's time to expand. If that shit is rolling, if it's bringing in money, if my manager can handle everything at the cafe, I don't have to be there as much. I'm investing in the staff. I'm willing to put up for 2 more employees. It's going to cut into how much I actually pay myself, but it's going to allow me to go make us more money, and I will earn the money back. And I'm trying to 10x what we did last year. I'm not trying to double. I'm trying to 10x what we did last year. I know I can do it, and I can do it within 3 years. So I'm trying to act like I need to get it done in 6 months. So every day I set a task. I need to close a task. Every day a task needs to get finished. So today I finished the cheat sheets for the staff. I already started working on the menus. Tomorrow's task, even by the end of today, I'm not giving myself a 7-day window. I'm knocking stuff out daily. Update the menus, make all the promo signs, make all the informative signs, let them know we only take electronic payments. I don't know why I didn't click before. I need to post that, because people keep coming in asking, what do we take, or can we take cash? And we don't take cash at all. We don't even have a cash register. So I need to make a sign for that. And yeah, I can say some things about that. But anyway, back to talking to my friend. Another thing about having momentum and bouncing ideas is you need sometimes when you got momentum and you're going forward, you need some people to exchange that energy with, to talk with. So hopefully, if you're an entrepreneur, it can get kind of lonely, but hopefully you got some people in your corner that you can talk to with your ideas, or maybe just your experience, where you are in life, how you feeling, because it get tough sometimes when you're trying to figure stuff out. When you get excited about new ideas, they might can tell you, hey, why don't you think, what do you think about this? Or, you know, tell you if your ideas sound crazy. Sometimes you need to know it sound crazy, because when it's crazy, you might be going in the right path, right? So get momentum. The best way to gain momentum is to cut the fat, some of the things that's weighing you down, right? If you're distracted by other opportunities, like yesterday was a big day. I went and dropped off some juice to a business associate of mine. I used to work with him, well, actually for his company, and then one of his employees is my buddy. They are a good patron of my cafe, and you know, they high level professionals. They got other side businesses and stuff like that. So let me go drop some juice off to them. They always show love. I go down there. Lo and behold, my former social media manager, who I plugged them in with, is a full-time employee with them now. Gotta love it. So I put her on with them months ago, and they was like, yo, what's up with her? I can't get in contact with her. Or, you know, she ghosted me. She not coming through. But they was able to get a hold of her, put some structure around her, and then they went and got her yesterday. And I look up, and I'm thinking, it didn't dawn on me until after we finished hanging out and talking, and me dropping the juice stuff, like, oh, snap, I put that together. So, you know, it's just good to see that that's working, and just putting out the good energy, like, hey, you know, this person would be great for your business. They asked me, like, yo, what's up with your social media person? I'm like, yo, they do this, that, and the third. Boom, bow, get their contact, and now that young lady has a salary position with a really good company. So I went down there, dropped off juice to my man. That gave me momentum, right? Because I made some juice, I got some stuff out, and then it started making me think, what can I do with this juice? I'm not about to waste this extra juice from the festival. I'm gonna give it out, right? That's promo. That's showing love, right? You gotta put that energy out in the world. So that give you momentum. If you ever want to make yourself feel better and get momentum and to boost your mood, do something good for somebody else. That's always gonna help. Do something good for somebody else, right? Don't think about what you got, but worry about what you don't have. Just go do something good for somebody else. It's gonna make you feel better. So that makes you build momentum by cutting the fat, avoid distractions, do something good for somebody else. It's gonna propel you forward to feeling better. It's gonna help boost your mood, right? And then so I went and talked with him, picked up some entrepreneurial vibes from him, because he got his whole big office, you know, a couple thousand square feet and all that type of stuff, and he's been doing well for a long time. So I was happy to kick it with him. Then I went, dropped off some juice to my other homeboy. He a tattoo artist. He got a shop. So I went over there, dropped off some juice. So you got to do these things that get momentum, right? And it made me start thinking, basically, what else can I do? Whatever move can I make? How can I expand? That's what momentum is. That's what happens when your mind is a bit more clear, because those people aren't on the campus. They know about the business. They're going to spread the word. They're going to come by and visit. Or they're just going to hit me up and talk and chat and show love. So when you get momentum, you got more energy to give. The more energy you got to give, and you give it in the right direction, you'll get it back. So I'm about to pull up on the cafe. I hope y'all got some vibes from that. I hope y'all got something, you know, you learned something from that. How to gain momentum, cut distractions, cut the fat, go do something good for somebody else. It's going to boost your energy. It's going to push you forward, and you're going to start making more moves. That's my take on it. I'm out. Thanks a lot. Subscribe, like, if you appreciate the content, if it's making any changes, or if you just like watching it, hit the like button, subscribe, comment, share. Later.